this is a skirt that we are going to be making today. Really cute, really simple, and mesh is in. So I'm just starting off with a size J crochet hook and some colored yarn. So I'm just going to start off with a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 12. Then I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to skip one here, and I'm going to half double crochet all the way down. So just to give you a closer look of what I did, I'm not going to skip one in this one. I'm just going to chain 11 back and forth, but I'm going to show you, if you don't know how to half double crochet, you just wrap your yarn around, insert it into the stitch with your hook, wrap your yarn around the hook and pull it through one chain stitch, wrap your yarn around again and pull through the remaining 3 that are still on the loop. So again, I'm going to show you how to do it. Really simple. Go ahead and insert it into the stitch and wrap your yarn around, pull through one, wrap your yarn around again and pull through the remaining 3. So I'm going to do it all the way until I get unto the end, and then I'm going to take that tail end that we started our slip knot with, and I'm going to weave it and chain it into the remainder of our half double crochets. After this one, so I'm just going to use that peach yarn and go into the first chain. I'm not going to skip anymore. My goal is to do 11 back the other way. So this is 1, and then we're going to do 10 more, and that'll give us 11. And then I'm just going to continue working this pattern in these half double crochet stitches until I can take the chains and the work that I've been doing and wrap it around my waist. I do not know the inches and I do not know how many chains I did. I would highly suggest that you work for yourself, figure out how many you need to do or how many you need to do for a client. You can Google the amount of inches. If a person wears a size 10 or they wear a size 2, how many inches do they need, and just measure it that way. But again, I don't know the specific numbers. So this is what the top of our skirt looks like, and the next step is going to be to sew the 2 edges together. You can use a needle, but I just like to use my crochet hook and go all the way down with slip knots. To me, that's just what works easier. Take another slip knot so we can start with the mesh part of our skirt, but before I do that, I'm just gonna snip that tail end of the blue yarn, take some scissors and snip that off because I just didn't want to sew it in. But yeah, once I finish that, I'm just going to insert the slip knot into the top of the skirt, and I'm going to chain about 4 or 5. That was just to start us off with the mesh, but then the simple pattern for this, guys, is really just chain 2, skip 2, half double crochet. And it might be a little difficult in the beginning because you really don't have any other double crochets to follow in the previous chains, but just do the best you can. Try not to skip too many, and try not to make them too close together. So here you can just see me trying to figure out, you know, how close I want my stitches to be. And just to slow it down for you if you don't know how to double crochet, I'm just going to, again, chain 2. And then I'm trying to figure out how many would be, what it would be like if I was skipping 2 and a half double crochet, and it'll be easier once you do the first row around, because then you'll have a solid foundation to kind of guide you and how many to skip and where exactly to go. Okay, so you should have something like this. That's how it should be looking. But then once you keep going around, you'll come up with something like this. And I decided that this is as long as I wanted my skirt, so I'm just going to snip the end off, and I'm going to secure the end of that yarn on the inside of my skirt, and then I'm just going to snip the tail end off. And yeah, after that you're pretty much done. Really simple, as long as you know how to do a slip knot, half double crochet, double crochet, and you pair all of these together, you can get a mesh skirt like this. And I always recommend, if you don't have one, get a mannequin, but you definitely should have something like this. As always, tag me in your pictures on Instagram at KBiv Crochet. I'll leave it at the bottom. But yeah, I really like the color combination that I chose. I really like the way that the half double crochet goes against the double crochet and the mesh. I just think it all came together perfectly. As you can see, I did kind of line the top with the peach color, because to me I just wanted to bring it all together. So yes, as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Love you guys. Bye.